have returned. Finally, it's been too long. We got a new setup, new printers, everything like that. The P2S just released. Let's dive right into it. The P2S has officially been announced, and that's following on the heels of the H2S and the H2D, Bambu Lab's entirely new generation almost of 3D printers that, in my opinion, is completely replacing the old ones. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about the details of these new printers. Now, I am someone who has strapped myself onto this rocket ship of 3D printing within the past like 3 years, so it has been insane exponential growth of I started on an Ender 3 and the quality that I was getting back then versus what I'm getting now is exponentially better. And luckily, same with PCs and my car and anything like that, I'm not a tinkerer. I want to buy something and have it work out of the box right away, and that is exactly what these new Bambu Lab printers are doing. It is the Apple almost of 3D printing. You buy your MacBook setup, you don't have to go through and tinker with it. You don't need to print 18 new parts the second you buy the printer to have it actually work correctly. It just works out of the box immaculately. Now, first up, we have the brand new Bambu Lab P2S, and it is coming in swinging with almost a double whammy of the 256 millimeter print bed printer to get even from Bambu Lab, replacing the P1S with all the extra bells and whistles it has, and the X1 Carbon because it does about the same things for half the price. Now, that price point is still up in the air for the US specifically, but the €519 price tag that is coming currently for the standalone version is just about the exact same price that their P1S has, which, fingers crossed, means when it comes to the US, it should be that same price point. Now, while I yap about all the things that I love about the printer, show some B-roll of it actually being in use, I'm going to leave up the spec sheet for you guys who are more interested in the exact facts of what it is and don't want to go looking for it, and just have it right here while I'm discussing. Now, to start off, my favorite upgrade of the entire thing is going to be this hardened steel extruder gear and nozzle, because as you're going to see right here with the 0.4 millimeter hardened steel nozzle that it comes standard with, it is recommended for every single filament except for one, the TPU85A. I'm not sure why it's not recommended, but every other form is recommended for this nozzle that is sold by Bambu Labs. Insane versatility right off rip. You don't have to go and buy another $20 hot end. Not everyone can swing that, especially when they're making a large purchase like this. So having it included from the get-go is fantastic, as well as now having the designed-in quick swap hot end accessories that comes with the H series, where if you're having some kind of issue or anything like that, you can quickly swap it out, get your issues fixed, swap it back in 5 minutes, and you're up and running again. It's a fantastic change to have added standard included with the P2S. To note, however, I have had no issues with the hot end. I have not had to personally try out this quick swap hot end. It seems like a fantastic addition. I haven't personally needed to use it yet because it's been working fine. I have not needed to swap it out. My second favorite new addition is going to be this cold air intake cooling mode. On the X1 Carbon, on every version that I've had of it, I have had to leave the top off of my printer to make sure that PLA wouldn't have heatsink, overheat, and clog up my printer. The P2S has had no such issue, including multicolor prints, swapping between different forms of PLA and everything like that. This has been a fantastic improvement. Now, another addition that sets this far and above the P1S has been the integrated and upgraded new UI system. I've never personally used the P1S one. I've seen videos with it. It looks like a pain. The X1 Carbon's UI and second generation form of being able to interact with machine makes it a breeze. Having this just standard included with the P1S, you don't have to go buy a third-party upgrade system for it or incorporate it. It comes standard with it, as well as an improved camera for time lapses, for monitoring on the go. This makes interacting with it easy, fixing problems easier. This is such a simple yet underrated improvement that they've made. Now, another thing I'm seeing on other people's videos, on even my video, my short form video that kind of covered the quick things for the P2S, people asking how loud it is. I'm like 75% deaf, so all of the printers have been quiet. Apparently the A1 and the P1S have been pretty loud. I'm not even gonna say if it's quiet or not. Here is it printing, just directly recorded on my phone. Now, once again, I'm going to let the specs and everything speak for itself. This is me giving you my personal opinion as a PLA slinger and trying to give you the information of someone who would know a lot more. Here are the direct specs so that you can compare of the X1 Carbon that is double the price with a discount. It looks like it's usually triple the price almost. No, that would be with the combo. So it would be double the price for just the X1 Carbon versus the P2S, and double the price of the combo versus the combo. And with the specs here, I think you can tell the P2S is almost definitively, for the price point, replacing both the X1 Carbon and the P1S, in my opinion. Now, that means you can get two P2Ss for the price of an X1 Carbon, or if you are still willing to spend that much to get two P2Ss, I would highly recommend a different one in the new Bambu Lab generation, the H2S. And that is because the H2S is only, what, $100 more than the X1 Carbon? Yes, $100 more than the X1 Carbon, and actually currently available. Now, my pitch or fight for the H2S is going to be, once again, directly through the specs. If you want to look in more detail, just hanging up and around. The H2S is a larger X1 Carbon. The H2D, I have not personally used. I don't do laser engraving. This is a 3D printing channel, so that's you'd have to go to look elsewhere to see how the H2D handles laser enhancements as well as the H2S for the laser enhancements. I wouldn't personally mix the two in the one machine, but this is a fantastic printer. It is a larger X1 Carbon for only $100 more. And not only that, it includes all of the new generation improvements that I just discussed with the P2S. All of them are in their H2S system. They just kind of compacted the H2S to the P2S, which, fantastic option for a smaller printer. If you're willing to spend the extra money and you want a larger build volume, like I personally do for doing large, ridiculous builds like my Hollow Knight, this is a fantastic option. Another benefit for larger prints and that kind of thing, with it only having the one nozzle, it actually increases the build volume of your printer. Now, what I mean by that is the H2D has two nozzles, and since it has the two, it has to go across and stop. One nozzle can't get all the way over to one edge of the build plate, and the other one can't get all the way over to the other. It would be nice in specific scenarios to have dual nozzles, but it really seems like a gimmick in comparison to the H2S with this increased build volume. And with the quick swap nozzles for any kind of failures, the new UI system, and also I actually got to test it out for my Hollow Knight. I ran through 3 spools of Overture white filament and had to use the auto refill system to make that giant single print head. And the auto refill system on a larger printer like this is such a nice little touch that I didn't think I needed or wanted until it came time to use it. Now, these are just my initial thoughts. I've had both of these for like less than 2 months. They're working fantastic. These are my initial thoughts. I'll probably come back and revisit both of these printers separately in like 5 months when I've really put them through the ringer. I had my NYCC Con Crunch going on, so I was working them pretty hard with different multicolored prints, larger prints, everything like that. So I feel confident enough to say that both of these have saved my ass getting to NYCC on time with raw prints and detailed prints and all of the like. But I will be excited to revisit these two printers in a few months to see if my thoughts has changed at all. But currently, I don't think there are better options on the market for enclosed 256 printers than the P2S, and the H2S just completely fills the gap of that slightly larger price point for a larger printer that I have been wanting from Bambu Lab since the beginning. This new generation has replaced the old one solidly. Couldn't be happier about it. If you're looking to jump into the hobby, Black Friday deals for these are going to be fantastic. If you're looking forward to expanding your fleet, these are a couple of workhorses that I couldn't recommend more. Is my mic fucking working? Oh, I see it moving. English. Fuck. La la la.